I will be discussing the objectives and the author's background of our lesson. At the end of our lessons, we will be able to identify who's the speaker in the poem and determine the processes mentioned by the speaker in order to win his love for the woman. Lesson, we will be determine the steps taken in order to achieve what is all about the poem. Next is discuss the characteristics of the poem and how this meets the criteria of being a pastoral lyric. So we will discuss here the characteristic or the visions of the poem in pastoral lyric. Next is point out which coined words of the author are still of the use in the modern time. So we will also point, or we will also know the existing word used in his modern time. Lastly, discuss what you think made them stand the passage and test of time. So we will discuss what we know or what we think about the poem. The author's background is Christopher Marlowe is an English poet, dramatist and translator of the Elizabethan era. He was baptized on February 12, 1564 at St. George's Church, Canterbury. He obtained AB in 1584 and MA in 1587, lead Shakespeare's greatest predecessor. When we say Elizabethan era, it refers to the English history of Queen Elizabeth I's reign. So, Christopher Marlowe was baptized on February 12, 1564 at St. George's Church, Canterbury. So, Christopher Marlowe, he obtained AD, or what we call the baccalaureate or artium baccalaureate. So it is a baccalaureate academic degree. He obtained also the MA, so which means the Master of Arts, in 1587 at Corpus Christi College, Shakespeare's greatest predecessor. So that is our author's background. His writing, Tamburlaine the Great, The Jew of Malta, The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus, Edward II, and Hen and Leander. His unrivaled poem, titled The Passionate Shepherd, His Love, proved his dramatic poet. So the passionate shepherd of his love was proved by his dramatic poet. So this Tamburlaine the Great refers to the exhilarating figure, in part because this is all about represent a passion in the audience that it is meant to admire. Then the passion love is romantic love. So as I said, it proves his dramatic poet. So romantic love mingled with themes such as man, the natural world, and time. So in this poem, a shepherd is represented as speaking to his beloved, evoking, which is all the pleasures of the springtime.
So let's move on to literary background. The poem, The Passionate Shepherd's Love, is a pastoral lyric written by an iambic tetrameter. It creates an imagery of appreciation of nature as a place that is instrumental in nurturing love. The melody it has within its lines conveys the famous poems in English literature. The Passionate Shepherd's Love, known for its first line, "Come live with me and be my love," is a poem written by the English poet Christopher Marlowe. The Passionate Shepherd is a pastoral poem. Pastoral poems generally center on the love of a shepherd for a maiden, as in Marlowe's poem, on the death of a friend, or on the quiet simplicity of rural life. The main idea of this poem is romantic love, mingled with themes such as man, the natural world, and time. In this poem, a shepherd is presented as speaking to his beloved, evoking all the pleasures of the springtime. This shepherd is really working hard to convince his love to hook up with him. The tone is like an ode of praise to both his love and the pastoral beauty that awaits her if she chooses him.
The passionate shepherd to his love. The passionate shepherd to his love. Love is talk about the beauty, hope, and nature. The most poet expresses his true love for his significance to the others, and love which describe offers merriment, joy, and excitement. Is a poem that seductions of the speaker try to convince his listener to the country in his lover. The speaker make his case of his basis luxurious. This will enjoy together in countryside, describing the place of a pleasure is at once sensual and excitement. This is the poet, the passionate shepherd to his love, by Christopher Marlowe. Come, live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasure proves that valleys, groves, hills and fields, woods and steepy mountains yields, and we will set upon the rock, seeing the shepherd feed their flocks by shallow rivers, and whose pulse melodious birds sing madrigal, and I will make thee bed of roses, a thousands of fragrant spices, a cup of flowers and kirtle embroidered all with leaves of myrtle gown, made of the finest wool, which from our pretty lamps we fold fair lines, livers from cold with the buckles of the purest gold about, a straw of ivy bands with a coral clamps in amber studs, and if this pleasure may thee moves, come live with me and be my love. The shepherd swain shall dance and sing from the delight, and each way, morning of this delight, they mind. May moves come, live with me and be my love. The lesson of this poem is the future shepherd asking his beloved to come live with him, either as his wife or a lover. The background of the author. The passionate shepherd to his love was likely written in early 1590 by Christopher Marlowe. Marlowe is a playwright and a poet, perhaps the most famous playwright of his day.